So this video is going to try to do several things at once. We're going to, yes, get into the Marxism and Adorno because it's actually very relevant to this particular subject, but we're going to focus on Shadversity and his very puzzling fascism concerning the Mario Brothers film, and apparently him getting backlash from Jack Saint, a very left-wing YouTuber, and others for basically being a clown and jumping all around in a very Hitler-esque rant. And if you think I'm exaggerating, no, they even advertise that they put out rants about Peach.
And these are just my views, but Nathan, co-host on Night's Watch, loved Mario and was very praiseworthy of it.
I loved this film. I smiled throughout, and I really enjoyed it.
I also praise the film for multiple reasons, yet Jack chooses to try and represent our view of the film as this.
The Knights recognize the Super Mario Bros. Movie for exactly what it is: heretical, obscene trash. Mario is a woke film, filled to the brim with wokeness and woke messages.
And with this false deceptive summary...
So apparently Shadversity is being very nice and will not pursue a lawsuit against Jack Saint, even though Jack defamed him and misrepresented him. There are many problems with Shadversity getting upset. Basically what happened is people have clipped him on YouTube. Mario is a massive hit. It's a massive hit with the fans. It's pretty widely loved. Nobody's saying it's a great film, but people are saying, yeah, for what it is, it's a fun, silly ride. I am a Mario fan. I'm a hardcore Mario fan. I didn't like the film. I didn't think it was a very good film. And shocker, I even agree with Shadversity that it did have a lot of, quote, woke messages. Didn't care. I was focused on the story, and the story was really bad. But that's not Shadversity's point of view. He is concerned, really concerned, that the gay, communist, feminist agenda is afoot.
...down completely and apologize. That's what I'll do because I try my very best to be a good person. We'll see what he does. All right?
Peach is an insufferable Mary Sue girl.
Okay, so this comment, right, was a more comedic, tongue-in-cheek assessment of the film that we give in our review. Do you notice that it zoomed in much, much more here than the previous clip?
And to be fair, Nathan and his other son, the son without the glasses, were a little bit more moderate. Now, Nathan is not a good person. He's actually a bit of a racist. During the Black Panther review, he kept complaining, why they call me a colonialist? And the guy without the glasses is a little bit more moderate. He's a little bit more reasonable. But Jack wasn't misrepresenting them because Shadversity apparently doesn't bother to tell his audience it was a joke. A lot of the video that Jack is doing is a joke. That's even very explicit in the clips Shadversity is choosing.
Much great character in regards to his honesty in representing what other people are saying. In actual fact, he is really desperate to portray kind of a view of media, specifically from people on the right like myself, that what we're criticizing is pointless, irrelevant, and mostly not even. He even says that we warp or need to stretch to create issues that aren't exactly there.
Really, any attempt to meld some kind of like cultural or political analysis onto a piece of media is just that. It's just team sports.
He's making fun of you. That's all he's doing. It's not a serious analytic piece on the Knights. I will say yes, Jack should have made more clear that Nathan really liked the film. He endorsed the film. And as a fan of the Mario games, he at least understood what the film was doing. But here's the problem, which Shadversity does not admit to, which is he doesn't really know the Mario games. He doesn't know the Mario mythology. So he's making all these weird predictions, all these worries, all these criticisms based on sheer ignorance. And if you think I'm joking, no, in the video, he has to keep turning to his sons to say, oh, this is right? That's like how she worked in the games. And they're like, so literally his own sons had to keep correcting him, saying, but Dad, it's look, the games. That's how the games work. And in this video, trying to attack, no, you're misrepresenting Jack. Jack is not claiming to do a serious analytic piece. He's not claiming these are direct quotes. He's just making fun of you being an alt-right, right-wing maniac, which is correct. Is Mario a woke film? I think you could say that. Does it matter Well, again, we have to define woke. I think people just assume, not necessarily. Woke can just mean you're socially aware, you want a social justice message, but it doesn't have to be conservative. But it doesn't have to be liberal or even left wing. It can be a very conservative message. Mario does have woke messages. Some of them are liberal, and some of them are conservative. So Shadversity kept focusing on the, quote, left-wing woke messages. But there are very conservative woke messages. So I think Mario's a little complicated. Now looking at it more in the totality, this really unfortunately verifies what Adorno and a lot of critical theorists were warning about, that Hollywood will put out these allegedly progressive products, but they're very deceptive. So yes, we have a, quote, girl boss. It's very pro-feminist. It's trying to teach you all these right lessons, etc., etc. You know, multiculturalism. These different cultures will work together, but it's all very deceptive. They're not interested in pushing a progressive ideology. They're just interested in selling you trash, and they're trying to mentally dumb you down. Now, I think Adorno was a bit too extreme, even among Marxists, but I think overall he's actually correct, and the Mario film verifies what he says. This is a massive hit, and what's really shocking is a lot of fans and critics are actually actively saying to defend the film, yes, it's dumbed down, and yes, it's stupid, but that's what we want. We Mario fans want a dumbed down Mario. This is what we wanted. Well, I gotta disagree. As a Mario fan, I wanted a really good story. I wanted a really good film. That's not what Mario is. It's just very well made corporate garbage and propaganda. Now, you can like it, you can swallow it, you can even embrace the woke aspect, but it is mainly corporate propaganda. What's really shocking is for Shadversity, it's not pro-fascist corporate propaganda enough. Apparently, it's just too liberal because a girl is wearing pink stuff and throwing stuff. That's where we are, where the fascists are going crazy that women wear pink stuff, and that equals gay, black communism. Meanwhile, the normal people are like, listen, it's a silly film. It's just another silly Hollywood film. Is there something insidious going on from an Adorno aspect? Yes, I do think so, but from a more plain Mario fan perspective, it was just disappointing. It's a disappointing film. Is it a woke communist product? No. Is it a corporate product? Yes. Does it have some wokeness? Yes, but I think it's surprisingly right-wing, but apparently not right-wing enough